that where they have
drought,
everything on paper?
Not really. I stay in my own lane. You're gonna let me know what you want me to know, and I don't care to know what y'all got going. So not really.
Okay, you?
I mean, I have friends who can relate to the same things, that have gone through the same things, and I also have friends that haven't. So like, I'm like stuck in the middle.
All right. But seems like to me like all of you know a girl that might be in the same situation where they have everything, but they still can't find a guy.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. I guess I'll address the first thing here. A lot of you think that men need women more. What makes you say that? Specifically, you said that. We'll start with you.
I'll say.
And you gave the example of to call.
You know, just when
Times of
like
crisis?
just a man wants to talk to his mom or his woman. That's
Okay.
who comforts him.
And you gave the example because men are more likely to leave relationships. That's the
He
example
on
you
you.
gave.
He talking about you,
Yeah.
bro.
Even though that's not correct. Is there another reason why you think men need or women need men more?
I also feel like in this generation, I feel like a lot of us weren't raised with a two-parent home.
Okay.
So that plays a lot into who we choose to be in a relationship with and who we choose to love us. So therefore, I feel like women from a standpoint come in like, you know what, I need a man to take care of me. I need a man to be there financially, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. I need a man to be there. I need a man to lead. That's where women are coming from. That's why I believe
So you
that
think
women
that's why she needs the man more?
to solve
Okay.
issues.
Okay, and then you said men. No, you said you didn't. No, yeah, you said
I
the man
picked
needs a
both.
woman. Yeah.
And
Well, you
you
said the
came
man.
from
If
me.
you think the man needs a woman more though, and then you did as well, and then you did.
He covered
Okay.
all of us. Y'all watch this.
Interesting.
I'm telling y'all right
No,
now.
I'm just
You triggered my trap
to
card!
get your guys like takes on stuff because it's just interesting to hear
different point of views.
Right.
incorrect point of views.
Oh.
Incorrect point of views.
What do you think? What do you think?
Well, I'll tell you guys why you guys are all incredibly wrong. So okay, let's make this simple. Who has more requirements of the opposite gender? Okay, who's pickier, men or women? We'll start there.
I'll say women. Women are pickier.
Women are pickier.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you?
It's women.
Women are pickier.
Women are.
Man.
You think men are
So
pickier
damn
than
lie.
women?
Men.
Do you think so?
Men.
Okay. You feel that way or you know that way?
No, I know that way.
Okay. What makes
Well, at
you?
least from what I saw.
Okay. What makes you say that men are pickier than women?
I mean,
Into a mic, please.
like I told you, I have hella brothers, hella homeboys. Like I don't really fuck with females like that. I ain't gonna lie. But from what I see, like it's just that way. Like my homeboys be like, oh, I want a bitch with a flat stomach and a flat ass, or I need a bitch with a big boobs, or I need a bitch with this part. I don't
Okay.
agree.
Who's more willing to settle then
Who's more
with the opposite gender? Who's more willing to settle on their
a
standards?
female?
You think women are more willing to settle?
Yes, they will.
I mean,
That's a goddamn lie.
willing
I'm
to
a-
settle.
But hold on, but niggas smash anything.
That's what I was gonna say.
Say that.
That's what I was gonna say.
But
No,
no.
I got you for that. I got you for that. But y'all only do that because y'all thinking with y'all dick. Y'all just want y'all dick wet. A female
Females
literally.
be easy too now. You
That's
can't
what I'm
just
trying
put
to say. A female will settle just because they're lonely.
Okay,
Y'all
let me ask
different.
you this.
Niggas
I'll give you
don't
an
get
example.
lonely. Y'all got hoes.
I'll give you
Y'all
an
got.
example.
You feel me?
So shorty right here, right? She seems pretty cool.
Yeah.
Good vibe. However,
so cute.
let's be real here. Her stepdaddy, he stepped up, right? But he settled.
Exactly.
Damn.
So
Oh.
just keeping it real though, like.
For her situation, I feel you.
Yeah.
Okay, I see what you're
did.
saying.
But again, a man
He
that's
did.
comfortable with going for sex, he'll settle with anybody.
Yeah.
Versus a woman's like, gotta make some money.
You gotta
Gotta
at
be
least have something going
something.
on for yourself.
Gotta be tall at
like,
least.
that's
Good
me.
looking.
I know that's my
I
requirement.
know, that's a goddamn lie. I know a lot of females that take care of a lot of bum ass
All right.
niggas.
You use your brothers as a reference.
No, not my brothers. I'm just saying, like,
Yeah, but
I mean, men, period, in my life.
yeah, but
that
that's
I
where
saw.
your frame of reference is coming from. Is your brothers?
From
Why you
what
think?
I saw.
Why you think men are pickier than women? So who's pickier then? Do you think you're pickier or your brothers are pickier? You pickier with your men or your brothers pickier with their women? Who's pickier?
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So your own frame of reference doesn't even check out. So
Oh, yes, it does. I didn't say anything.
How many niggas
I
you
just
fuck?
laughed at your comment. I
Hold
didn't
on,
say a
hold
fuck
on. How
thing.
many niggas you be smashing weekly?
I don't.
Oh.
okay.
Why?
Because I don't want to.
Oh, but why is that? Because you're picky, right? Think about this.
No, because I care about my pussy. My mama raised me right.
So by default, you're picky.
No, I'm not, actually.
You're
I-
pickier than your
I'm-
brothers is the point.
No, I'm not. Actually, I care about people's heart. Like, I'm really a soft girl. I like,
Think about this.
if you have a good talk game and
So you
you're
a simp?
a cool vibe, I can really work with
All right,
that.
let me
So
just
you
move
a
on.
simp?
Do you think Who do you think is pickier, men or women?
They don't believe nothing, bro.
Women.
Huh?
I'm pickier. I'm picky.
I mean, women and men in general, not just you.
Yeah.
You think women are pickier?
Yeah.
Okay, what about you?
Of course.
I feel like men are pickier in a way because they could chill.
general.
In general, I feel like men are pickier because men
Okay,
can chill
you're all
with
fucking wrong.
anything.
It's the women are
It's
pickier.
women.
The women are by definition pickier than
Can
men.
I say something?
And it's very simple, ladies. It's because you can only bring one child to term per year, right? 9 months for you to have a kid. We have a couple moms here,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So you can only get impregnated once, right? And then it takes you 9 months to have a kid. How many kids can we have a year?
One.
Hundreds, thousands.
That's
Well,
true.
as women, yes.
They could just.
No, the men.
That's men.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Hell, fuck
Okay.
yeah. Y'all
One sperm, they got about 100.
So-
us women, we have a certain amount of eggs.
Okay, so from a biological standpoint, women are pickier because they have to be, because you guys can only bring one child to term per year versus we can bring 1 million,
Yes.
right?
I
So
I understand.
biologically speaking, women are pickier than men. This is just what it is.
They are.
That makes
Okay.
no damn sense to me. I'm
I
sorry.
get what you're
I get what
saying.
he's saying.
How does that
I
not
mean,
make sense?
Like
That don't
she
make sense to
said,
me.
women have a certain amount of eggs. Like she said, okay, cool. Men, I could go out here skinning everything.
Yeah, I
You
could-
my baby mama. You a baby mama. You a baby mama. I could have so many kids right now. Today, tomorrow, next day, next day.
What about what I said doesn't make sense specifically?
Just because you choose to fuck someone and get pregnant don't mean that you was picky about it. Like,
But
just because you choose to fuck somebody don't mean you was picky about it.
But if
Because I know a
somebody-
lot of motherfuckers who had one night stands, wasn't giving a fuck about being picky or nothing, and oops, a bitch was pregnant. I know a lot of people like that. Like, slipped up. That got nothing to do with nothing. They got nothing to do with nothing.
That doesn't.
Men are more pickier. They want a bitch to have a whole list of things. You coming from a finance view, like, oh, man got to be a provider. A man, because I heard you say all that before.
Okay, what is it easier to do? Is it easier to be pretty as a female or be successful and attractive as a
Oh
man?
my God.
it's easier to be pretty.
Pretty.
You know what?
Okay.
I give you that. Pretty
So-
privilege
so-
wins. I give you that.
All
Pretty
right,
privilege
so
wins.
therefore,
privilege.
it is harder for men to be attractive, right?
Okay, yeah, I get
It
it.
is.
I give you
Hold
that.
on,
What the
You're
hell?
speaking for me, but for women, you're only attractive. You could be ugly as shit. I don't like you. But
you
now
got-
I see you got chains. Oh, you got rollies,
All right,
nice
fresh.
cars.
Wait, hold up. Fuck the chains, fuck everything.
I'm just saying the
you could be
money,
ugly.
like-
No, fuck the money. You could be ugly as shit, but you
Think
got a
about
right
this.
head on your shoulder. You went to school. You got a good job. You got your own apartment. You got your car.
All
Nigga, I'm
that,
taking
like,
you home. I'm
everything.
sorry. Think about it. Think
Yeah.
about it.
It just,
Think about this.
come
All right.
on.
So-
As a woman go, and it's
about this.
kind of crazy in this generation because if you ask any if you walk down Miami right now and you ask a female, would you rather a nigga with chains and jewels and money, or would you rather have a man that has a foundation, a car, a house, has money, has a business? What they gonna choose? The man with the chains and the money?
Cause what
Why?
they
Because
see.
that's what they want. They want
Exactly.
they want a man in a Lamborghini and a Corvette so they can take
All-
him out.
all that just proves my point for even further that
Yeah.
the things you mentioned.
Women are more picky.
The-
I never disagreed with you.
No, I
though.
know, but I'm saying for her.
No, he's talking about for me.
Yeah.
That
Women
just
are
proves my
picky.
point further that the things that women are pickier and the things it takes to be attractive for a man are not necessarily easy to come by.
No.
So women are pickier than men. Okay. So would it be fair to say that it's harder to satisfy a woman, right, for a man than it
Yes.
is for a woman to satisfy?
Yes.
Yes.
So a man has to work harder to satisfy a woman than she has to do the other way around.
What type of satisfaction are we talking about?
For to be attractive to even get the foot in the door.
Yeah, he
Listen,
All
but
you
wait a
gotta do
minute.
is have sex with a man sometimes and you good. You're in there. That pussy good, baby. I love you.
Not even that.
I'm
but
just saying,
Yeah.
period. Like,
Some-
that's just easy.
some-
Like,
But
that's
for
the
long
easy.
term, though.
Okay, you have a good head on your shoulder. I say you're a good worker. You're a hard working woman. All that. You have potential and stuff. Come on.
Okay, but after sex, what is there?
Nothing.
All right.
What do
look,
you mean? It depends.
Okay,
After
all right.
sex, we
Okay.
could talk about something.
Let
What
me-
are you
you
trying to
gotta
do?
go- you
I
gotta
can
go-
join
you
in.
gotta- you
Work
gotta-
it now.
No.
You got to piecemeal this. Okay, so
Okay.
all right, so first we established that it is harder, right? Women are pickier than men.
They are.
Right? We've established that, and we
Okay.
explained from a biological perspective the reason why is because women have more requirements because they can only bring one child to term. Agreed?
Okay.
Okay, so men have to have a bunch of things in place to be attractive, right?
Right.
Now, who's more likely to leave a relationship? We went over this too.
We just went over this and I was
Female.
wrong. So.
Women, right? So, since now, who needs more emotional stimulation in a relationship, men or women?
Women.
Women.
Women do, right? Okay,
Yeah.
everybody agree on that? Okay, so who needs to feel right? The love and the emotions, etc., more in the relationship to stick around?
Women.
Okay. So who gives more emotional investment into a relationship? The person that is that's in love, or the person that is being loved? So in other words, the adored or the adoree?
I feel
The person that
Who
is
gets more
being
emotional
loved.
stimuli?
man.
The person that's being
I
loved.
feel like it all has to come down to the way you were raised.
Okay.
And though
man,
your
look,
childhood
you try to
trauma.
complicate things.
I would say though,
It's very simple. It's very, let me simplify this for you ladies, because I notice if I go too much, you guys,
He
yeah.
don't want y'all to think personal. He wants y'all to think just general,
Yeah.
statistically. Just
Yeah. So
Keep us yes, no.
just listen to the question, okay? Don't go into random things. You have a person that's adored and the adored and the adorer. Make it simpler, right? The adored and the adorer. Who gets more emotional stimuli? The person that's being the adorer or the adored?
The person that's being adored.
I
The
feel like it also.
adorer.
We'll just start
it's
here.
the-
This might be a
There
bit
you
too
go.
high IQ. So let's say love and a lover. I'm just saying.
What you trying to say?
Love or lover? Because
He said it like 3 times.
you got it.
Yeah, I knew it. That's why I'm saying
Yeah.
it.
So who
We
gets more
got it.
emotional stimuli? The person that's being that's giving the amount of the that's giving all the loving, or the person that's being loved?
The one that's accepting,
Thank you.
receiving it, receiving the love. The
Yes.
person that's
The
receiving
adorer.
the love.
What? Okay.
The person that's giving the love.
Okay.
yeah.
What about you?
Giving.
Giving. What about you?
Yeah.
Giving.
Receiving.
Receiving.
Yeah.
What about you?
Giving.
Okay. So a majority of you agree that it's the person giving. Yeah. So this is interesting. This is precisely why the woman needs to love the man and care about the man more.
Thank you.
Because, and the reason why is because the women need the emotional stimuli, the women have all the requirements, and the women are more likely to leave.
Okay.
What did I just paint? That's a recipe for someone that if they're not satisfied, they're going to leave.
Right.
They have higher standards, they need more emotional stimuli, right? And they're more likely to leave. So that means that women need to be entertained in the relationship way more than a man does. So by definition, that means she needs to love the man more than he loves her. Because our requirements are low. We're sticking around. We don't end relationships. We don't break up, and we never divorce. Women do all that shit.
Right,
So the
I
reality
can
is
agree
that
with
the
that.
woman needs to love the man more for the relationship to actually last.
Okay.
But women like you, no offense, older, you guys have a faulty mindset, and you think
Facts.
it's the man's fault. The man needs to entertain me, blah blah blah. And the reality is that when you want all these things, the guy will play the game. Maybe he'll like entertain you a little bit, take you on a trip here or there, and then have sex with you. Then he'll leave, because it's got to be the other way around, ladies, for the relationship to last. The woman has to like the guy more than he likes her. Never works the other way around, because you need to. The man is the prize. That's another thing too that I wanted to say that you guys kind of didn't understand. The man is the prize, and the reason why the man is the prize is you have higher standards than he does. Correct?
Okay.
You want a guy that's better than you, right? Makes more money than you. You wanted knowledge. I
Wisdom.
wrote down earlier.
Yeah,
A
you're right.
mentor.
You
You're
want a
right.
mentor.
Yeah.
You want a guy that makes more money than you. Finances, security, stability, all these things. Is someone who's less than you going to be able to provide these things?
No.
Someone who's superior to you, correct?
Right.
Yes.
So therefore, if you're with someone who's superior to you and a leader, etc., how can you expect them to treat you equal, like you were saying earlier?
Because
See how it doesn't make sense? This is what I mean when I say like girls don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Like I kind of let you guys yap earlier and say what you guys wanted to say.
Yeah.
But the reality is, you guys don't know like what
We
it
can't
takes.
say we don't know what it is
honestly,
talking
think about it like this.
Y'all don't know what the fuck
You
you're talking
might
about. I'm
be-
telling you right now.
okay,
So
because a man is
That's
like
not
you.
true.
A
let
man.
me finish what I'm saying. Okay,
about
we
this.
let you guys talk earlier.
Think about this.
Because it's one thing to attract a man, it's another thing to retain a man, and I'm teaching you how to retain. Now, if you want to go ahead and continue to attain and just get fucked and not taken seriously, that's fine. You keep yapping. But I'm telling you how to actually retain a man. You retain a man by being submissive all the time, not when you pick and choose. And the other thing too is that because you mentioned like, oh well, I can pick and choose when I want to be dominant. Like,
Dominant.
if
Yeah,
he's
that's what
gambling
she
and stuff,
said.
I'm gonna step in and say something. Well, I'm gonna say you fucking lost in the beginning. Why are you getting with a guy that's gambling money like that? Right? It's on you as the woman to like get with a guy that doesn't have destructive habits.
Right.
Like if you get with a guy that's gambling and doing stupid shit, whatever, and this is your man, this is supposed to be your leader, you're a dumbass for getting with him. Why are you even there? If you got to be with a guy where you got to correct him about shit like that, then you already lost as a female. To be honest with y'all. This is where it's very important. This is why I think, again, remember how you guys said before, oh yeah, well, men run to women with their problems. That's not good. You should be going to your dad. You should be going to your brother, because men are better problem solvers than women. We've already proven this. Everything that you see, everything that you... I'm wrong? The microphone you're using right now is built by a man. The studio here was built by men. Men build and create society. Women don't build and create anything besides kids. And you need a man to do that too.
How are you?
So the reality is,
Some women that do the men's
see,
jobs. now.
everything I'm saying is factual.
How it
Men build and create
at the
society.
end of the day, a man
Women
wouldn't be
don't
here
build
for women
anything.
for
Let him
women.
finish.
Women
Let him
don't
finish.
build anything. They just extract
Let him
resources from
finish.
men. That's why when I asked you guys,
Cap.
what do women look for? Excuse me? You said it's cap?
There are some women that build shit that men even use.
What?
There are some shit that men
No,
build.
tell us three things.
Yeah, tell them what.
Madam C.J. Walker. It's a female that made the freaking first tub and shower. Like, I can't name them off rip, but I
We can
researched.
shower
If
nature.
you could give me my
That shit,
phone,
bro.
if you could give me my phone, I could show you.
When I went around, look, it doesn't matter because men create like 95% of inventions and modern things that you enjoy today. Another thing too is that when I asked you guys what do women look for, all of you gave resource dominant traits. Security,
I didn't say all that.
stability,
I do wanna
finances,
dominate men.
etc. Like
I
almost
wanna
all of you
dominate
gave,
men. I don't know.
or
I said
knowledge, stability.
solving.
All of you guys gave things that are pursuant to
Men.
resource creation.
I
So
said-
why is that? It's because what I said: men create and women extract. It's not like it is what it is. Like women don't build anything. That's just the facts. You look at construction sites. Do you see women there? No, almost
there
never.
Are, there,
There
are,
are
road
there are
pavers.
female construction workers though.
What
So
are
we're
they-
not
what's
going to
the-
try to downplay
What's the
them. as
percentage of
well.
them?
We're not gonna
What's
do
the
that.
percentage of them?
Like 2%. Come on, man. Don't,
Okay, but-
don't
Yes,
argue.
If we're gonna do this, we're gonna do it correctly. Because at the end of the day, women didn't have rights till how long ago?
Yeah,
So
tell
number
us.
one. So then number two is so just because it's a lower percentage of women in construction or man or mostly man businesses, that means that it doesn't fucking matter.
Okay.
No, I'm not
Just
saying
because
it
there's 2%
doesn't
of women in
matter.
construction, that means that it's still a fucking man.
Okay, so explain this to me. Women are more educated now than ever before. They're
Yes.
graduating college at a higher rate than men.
Yes.
Almost 3/4 of college attendees are females,
Okay.
right? But why is it that men overwhelmingly are the representative when it comes to hard manual labor jobs that we just discussed?
That's true. Men build roads.
Still.
They build a lot of stuff.
Women have more rights and privileges now than ever before. I would argue that women have more rights and privileges than men do.
But
However, they still represent a minority of hard labor jobs. Why is that?
I can't tell you the reason.
Oh, I'll
why.
answer it for you. Don't worry, I wrote a
Go
book on
ahead.
this shit.
Go ahead. Actually, lecture me.
It's
Hey,
because
teach
I'm
me
not
something.
lecturing you. I'm just
No,
telling
I'm
you the
not
truth.
saying. I'm not
She
saying
said
it in a
teach her.
bad way.
Because
Teach me something.
It's
Teach me
because
something I
women
don't know.
are inherently lazy when it comes to resource creation and making money and doing hard labor jobs.
But that is-
okay, they
so
don't want to
is
work
that
these
the-
jobs.
So is that the reason why a lot of women own a whole bunch of businesses, nails, hair?
Notice how none of
lashes?
them are manual labor jobs, which are what I'm talking to you
But
about.
okay, so we're gonna talk about.
The discussion started with hard manual labor jobs in creation. Remember that? So I said women don't create things, really. They really don't. Creating a business here and there with a salon, fantastic. But I'm talking about infrastructure of
you mean, like,
humanity,
actually creating
society,
shit.
the water running, the power running, all the modern
Roads.
conveniences that you don't even think twice about. That's all male run. Women don't run none of that shit.
Man-made.
Yes, it's man-made for a reason.
That's
Women
true.
don't create these things. And then now, in today's society, if you apply for an engineering job and a man applies for an engineering job, assuming you're both engineers, you're way more likely to get that job. But why are women still underrepresented in these fields? Because they don't want to do these jobs. Women want to sit in an air-conditioned building in their little suits,
I mean,
or maybe a hair salon, and do jobs that aren't necessarily hard, and that's fine. But
mean,
that's from a biological standpoint.
honestly, I would say in this generation and right here in 2024, there's a lot of women out there that are getting out into the field and doing a lot of things that women weren't doing before.
That's
I
great.
know a lot of women that are construction
That's
workers that
irrelevant.
work besides.
That's
What do you
great.
mean
That's irrelevant if you know, because
How is that
That's a
irrelevant?
minority.
because
Because that's
it's
a
a
minority.
huge it's a small minority of women. If we
So
went
we're
ahead and
coming-
took, if we went ahead and actually someone made a video about this shit. It's very interesting. If we went ahead and like relied on our infrastructure to be run by women, the world would shut down.
But the
There's not
only
enough.
reason why it's not why it would be shut down is because men never gave women a chance. Women were always the one in that
Give a
house
chance now.
cooking
Give a chance now.
and,
What
and
did I
taking
just
care of kids.
What did I just tell you? If a
So-
woman applies for the same job as a man in an infrastructure
But
job,
why is it like that? Why is there not equal pay? Why? Because back then men had to do the work, had to do this, had to do that, and third, and when women had to stay in the house and cook and clean and take care of the kids.
I
So
understand both.
therefore, when you're growing, when times and years are coming and changing, at the end of the day, men and women are not going to be equal, and women are not going to be doing the same thing as men. Because at the end of the day, when it was there and then back
I
then,
just explained
men
to
and
you.
women were doing the
I
same
just
thing.
literally explained
I
to you
understand
that
her
if a
point,
man,
though, what you're trying to say.
she's incorrect again.
I know she.
she's incorrect again.
I'm incorrect.
If I
Do you
took-
understand?
If
like,
I took him, no. Here's the difference between me and you.
It sounds good.
I understand your argument, which is why I'm able to refute it. You don't understand what I'm saying.
I understand where you're coming from, but at the end of the day, just because I don't agree with what you're saying, I can understand what you're saying and make my point still. Whether I'm
You
incorrect,
just made a
whether
point that was directly refuted by what I said a second ago. You said women aren't able to work these jobs, and I
I said
literally
back
just told
then.
you.
I said back then.
Okay, but right now they can, and as a matter of
can.
fact,
I
they
can agree with that.
are hired at a higher rate, even if they're not qualified.
Yep.
So explain this to me.
But that's
You
what
can
I
go
agree
ahead and be a construction worker as a woman, make $100,000 per year. You can be a plumber, you could be an electrician, etc. Hell, we even brought a plumber on this show one time, a female. She couldn't have passed the test, but guess what they did? They passed her anyway because they needed women on that bad. She was not qualified and still got the fucking job. There's women right now that are police officers that can't pass the physical fitness test of the man side, but they get hired with lower standards. So women can absolutely get into these career fields that you're complaining women can't get into. And not only that, they can get in when they're not as qualified, right? And they get hired at a higher rate. So what is the excuse?
Again, I never said that women couldn't get hired. I'm just stating back to the main question was man-made things and how men built roads and how men did this, that, and the third.
Yeah.
So I'm bringing it back to the fact that when men were making these things, that women were allowed to be outside and build and build constructions and do this and do that and third. Why? Because they were in the houses. So now, are you trying to make it seem like it's an issue because now women are getting hired even though they don't have the correct qualifications, or because now they're getting jobs because they're not
I'm telling you that women
qualified?
don't work these jobs because they don't want to. That's what I'm telling you. It doesn't matter if they were
I
allowed,
heard
because you're
they
trying to make the argument that they weren't allowed. No, they were allowed. They just choose not to do these jobs.
Back then, women were allowed to work those jobs.
He's talking
Yes.
about now.
Okay.
Well,
He been-
back then
okay,
they
we
weren't.
just-
We just gonna leave it at that then. That's we agreed to disagree, and that's fine.
Are you aware of the fact that in World War II, women were in infrastructure jobs when all the men went over to
Yeah, they had to.
Europe?
The women
I
had to
do.
do all
Okay.
the men jobs.
And then when the
while
men
they
came
was in
back,
war.
But
why did the
Because
women
the men left,
Okay,
right?
and then when the men came
Because the
back,
men left.
what did the women do?
What did the women tell
They
me?
did what they wanted to do. They went back to the fucking house, and that's how you have baby boomers, a whole generation of them. So if
Okay.
women are given the choice, see, this is what I'm trying to say. You don't know what you're talking about, okay? Because women were given these opportunities back in World War II, and then when given an opportunity, when men come back, what do they fucking do? Let's have babies, because women don't want to work these jobs.
Okay.
And that's
Period.
fine.
That's what the
Some
fuck it
women
is.
don't.
That's fine.
Don't sit here and try to argue with me about women weren't given these opportunities. They fucking were. They just don't want to work these jobs. That's just the reality.
And-
Let's call a fucking spade a spade. Women are fucking lazy when it comes to laborious jobs. They don't want to
all
fucking do
women.
it.
No,
Not all
it's
women.
not that they're lazy.
Generalizing.
Not all women.
That is how the world works. It works on generalizations. The majority of women don't want to work these jobs. Okay, you guys want to have your nails and do your hair
wait,
and shit like that.
Majority. He
And
said
these
majority.
laborious.
Listen. He said majority.
Wait.
Listen. He's not saying all. He said
No,
majority.
no.
He said
It's not that
general,
they
but
don't
okay.
want to. It's just that the world has been saying over and over again that ladies, women, they cannot do that. So it's been said and it's been
For too
put into our heads since we were kids. So it's not that we don't want to. That society put us through
All right, let's
this,
use your
and-
That's a lie.
let's use your mindset. Society. Let's blame the society, right?
Because I worked hard labor jobs when I was pregnant, 2 jobs. So
Yeah, but
I
I
literally
saying
was out
that
in the sun flagging.
that
Okay, but
women,
you're not doing it now.
Women have to be.
You're not doing it now.
Showing for an
Women
example,
cannot
though,
do that.
Okay, but you did it. You did it, but you didn't want to do it.
Damn.
And, a
I
man
didn't
is
care.
Exactly,
okay. But
but-
you're not doing it now, right?
No, because I don't
Okay.
have to.
Okay.
Maybe
But-
that's
but
the whole
I-
argument, right? Men do it because they
But
have
it's
to.
ingrained.
Yes.
Okay, I
It's ingrained
understand.
in our heads that we
men
cannot
are
do
men are
it.
willing. Men are far more willing to do laborious jobs to earn
Than
income
women.
than women are because
Yes.
women are lazy when it comes to doing
And
laborious
it's
jobs.
not-
No,
I don't know.
It's not that
care.
they're
I don't know
lazy.
why you guys can't accept reality, biological reality, that you guys simply can't do a lot of
Because
things that
everybody
we do.
reality is
That's
not the
true.
same.
It's
That's your
biologic-
reality.
yeah, it's
I
biological
don't give a fuck. I'm gonna do what I gotta do
Yes,
because
but
I
he's
was raised
saying-
like that. My daddy didn't
Period.
play that.
Yes. but
Wait.
he's
I know how to
saying-
change my own tire.
He's not saying
I know how to
general.
do it.
He's
Okay,
saying that
but
you
how many women
cannot.
can do that? That's a low
No,
IQ argument.
I agree with
Okay.
you. You're saying like majority, but
Yeah.
I'm stating
No,
I'm not the
biologically-
majority. Not all females. like
Majority.
Okay, that
You're
is
right.
okay. Look,
Biologically,
so
you're right.
look. If someone makes an objective statement, right, and then you respond by saying that doesn't apply to me, and you make an entire rant on what doesn't apply to you, that's low IQ behavior.
How?
Like, because I'm speaking
the words
objectively.
the words you're using, you're saying all.
I
You
never
say
said all. Never once said all.
You said majority.
Yeah, majority.
All,
Majority and all are not the
majority is
same.
women at this table.
Majority and all are not the same.
You just said he said majority, not all.
Yeah, majority or all, regardless.
I never said all.
Okay, well you
I
said
said a majority, and the majority
you said majority,
is.
and it's majority of
Are you the majority?
females at the table.
Cause
I said that. I'm
majority
not.
of y'all
No
at the
majority.
table will not be talking
Because
about
he literally
three
said
of
he was
us.
like, females, all of them are lazy.
I never said all.
And I said not every one of them are
Majority.
lazy.
The majority.
Okay, he could say some. 'Cause some.
See what I mean? This is why. Look, right
Okay,
now,
okay,
this
all
response.
right.
This is why women can't be in positions of leadership.
Yeah.
Listen, can you imagine this?
And they shouldn't vote.
Okay, all
And I don't
right.
think y'all should be able to vote either. Like, this is what I'm trying to say. Bro, like, this is what I'm trying to say. She literally
but you
took.
see what
Stop
he's
talking.
saying,
Stop
though.
talking
You
when I'm
see what he's
talking.
saying,
Stop
though?
talking when I'm
You see what
talking.
he's saying,
Stop
though?
talking when I'm talking.
Talking.
Okay.
I'm just saying. Like,
Shut
you
the
don't
fuck
gotta
up
be
when I'm
rude.
talking.
You
That's the
don't gotta
last
be
time I'm
rude,
gonna
dog.
tell you
Be
that.
cool.
Look,
Like, you don't gotta be rude.
look. I'm gonna be very blunt about this. Shut the fuck up when I'm talking, okay? Don't you don't gotta get on the last word. I'm not your man or whoever the fuck you think this is.
I'm not trying
Let
to
me
get the last word.
Get the fuck out of
I
here,
ain't
bro.
trying to
Just
get
get
the
out of here,
last
bro.
word. I'll get
Yeah,
out.
you trying right now.
I'm
Get the
not
fuck up out of
trying
here.
to, but okay.
You literally are right now. That's what I'm trying to say. Get the fuck up out of here, man.
All right.
All right.
God damn, bro. Holy shit, man. I don't know how y'all niggas deal with these girls.
Bye.
I don't know.
What the fuck, man?
That's him. He's stressed out about other shit and getting emotional.
No, I'm not getting emotional. You're annoying.
That's a friend, so.
All right, then if you gotta go, then go with her.
Yeah, go
Then
ahead.
go with her,
Because
man.
I'm her right.
Alright,
Nice
alright,
meeting
Then go with her, man. Just go with her. Just make it quick and just make it. Just get out.
Understandable.
Holy shit, man.
Have a good one.
Okay. I got it.
All right, then just
That
walk
go
out.
hot
Just
real
walk
quick.
out, man.
Put this. Drop this lower.
I got hot real quick.
Drop that lower.
Incredible, bro.
Just put it underneath the table.
Yeah, okay. And she got no ass.
Why you did that?
I'll be in the thousands. You can hear me. I'm just saying.
Why you did that though?
Because it's true.
What they got? What her ass got to do with anything?
Everything.
So fucking annoying.
So wait a minute. So wait. So
Are they
Just 'cause
living for
I ain't
real?
got nothing.
Fucking
But-
annoying.
but-
Like,
wrong with- wait,
and this is
wait.
why, yo, like,
wrong
real
with
talk, man,
having
it is
no
very
ass?
difficult, guys, to have conversations with stupid people because stupid people don't understand the English language. They don't understand when you're saying an objective fact, and it might not necessarily apply to them how to shut the fuck up when someone is stating an objective fact. For example, if someone said, a predominant amount of terrorist attacks are conducted by Arabs from the Middle East, etc. I'm not going to sit there and say, well, I'm Arab, I'm not a terrorist. No, I'd be like, that is objectively true, sir. You're right. And I'm going to be quiet. However, idiots respond, well, that doesn't apply to me, so let me go ahead and say that doesn't apply to me. So I'm trying to say, bro, fucking retards everywhere, surrounded. Ladies, if you learn one thing about this, when someone says an objective fact, whether it applies to you or not, shut the fuck up and listen to the objective fact. This is the difference between men and women. When I say most men are bumbling idiot retard fucks that are losers, no one sits there and argues with me and says, not me. Only stupid ass bitches do that shit. And you guys have done that a couple of times on the podcast, and it's fucking frustrating because I think to myself, holy shit, we've interviewed 3,000 girls, and so many girls, when I say an objective fact, go ahead and say, well, I'm the exception. Shut the fuck up. Nobody cares if you're the exception. I'm telling you what it is. Like, this is incredible to me. Wild. When I talk to men, I don't have this issue. When I talk about high IQ individuals, I don't have this issue.
I just find it funny.
Only dumb bitches get angry when I say something that's true, and then it doesn't apply to them, and then they gotta go ahead and say, well, I'm the exception. Shut up, bitch. Who cares?
I just find it funny. She said you said majority, and then she says all. I'm like, that's not the same thing. Two different words, but it is what it is.
Oh, my God, bro. What the fuck, man? This is so annoying.
Well, that's why I say men like women that listen.
You didn't say that earlier.
Holy
you need
fuck,
to learn when to
man.
be submissive.
Wow.
Yeah, you need
Just
to
say
listen.
it. You need to learn when to.
And it's like, the thing that makes me even more like, what the, like, clearly I'm smarter than you, so shut the fuck up when I'm talking. Like, that just, like, pisses me off when dumb people